The Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir, that's a different kind of choir.
I remember coming to my first rehearsal and not knowing a thing.
He said, well, you have to sing and clap and rock.
Here you have a choir with 13, 14 different faiths represented who decide to celebrate instead of tolerate differences.
We're all different faiths and races. It's amazing. No one looks like us, and no one sounds like us.
Gospel music was really the sound of Oakland. It was soul, but it was rock, it was everything.
We have a cause, because when we sing and we go to the jails and the rest homes, we hope to inspire one person to get them through the next day.
We send love. We send joy. We send joy. We send peace. We send peace. We send love. We send love.
Country and the world needs to see that people that are not alike can do something beautiful together.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Maren Amdal, and I'm the Executive Director for Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir. We are so excited to bring you this live concert today. We are working hard to make all the technical things work, and we have just come off of a really wonderful vocal workshop that Terrance conducted. We had almost 175 participants from all over the world. We had people from France and Kenya and Canada, and of course, California. We had people from all over. It was a really wonderful presentation. And today we are really excited to queue up a bunch of celebratory music and share just some really uplifting joy. I'd like to start today with our invocation. So we're going to invite Reverend Brown.
Let us pray. Creator, who is known by many names, giver of life, the source of strength and hope for tomorrow, we come today with hearts full of thanksgiving and gratitude in the midst of a global pandemic. May we who are merely inconvenienced remember those whose lives are at stake and on the front lines. May we who have no health risk factors be mindful of the most vulnerable among us. And may we who have the privilege of working from home remember those who must choose between their health or making their rent or buying food for their family. May we who shelter at home remember those who have no home to take shelter. And let us remember those who have lost loved ones during this pandemic. As fear grips our country, let us choose love. May your loving kindness not only come into our hearts, but let it direct our steps and let it be our way of being. During this spring season, let us be merchants of hope and not agents of fear. As we celebrate you in song this day, bind our hearts together, and may our hallelujahs be a sweet sound in your ear. In the name of all that is good, and in the name of the one that loves us into liberation, let it be so. Amen and Ashe.
All right.
While we get Terrance on video here, we are so excited about our youth choir. We have just the most amazing energy from our youth, and we are so committed as an organization to supporting our youth. We do so many fun things with them. We love to have our youth involved with all of our programs and lots of support. Give it another second to see if we can get Terrance on screen here.
Keep going. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got Terrance on audio. So while he's getting that set up, there we are. Hey, there's Terrance.
Yeah, I was locked out. I don't know why, but I'm back. I'm here. Hey.
There we are. We are live on on Facebook and live online. We've got hundreds of people watching us from all over the world. Your vocal workshop was awesome. Way to go.
Who had a workshop?
You are fine.
It was so good to see so many people from around the world coming to our workshop and hanging out with us.
Speaking of around the world, tell us about how we take our youth around the world.
Well, let me really chat about it quickly. We took our youth to Costa Rica this year. We like to try to take them somewhere every other year to experience life on another level. And they had a great time. They sang in 3 cities and they grew together as a choir, and they now have even a better sound. And check them out at Oakland Interfaith Youth Choir on Facebook. But I think we have something coming up now from Oakland Interfaith Community Choir. Let's check them out. Here they come, here they come.
That's our community choir. That's how I got to know Oakland Interfaith. I joined community choir. A friend of mine introduced me. Terrance knows Liz very well. A friend of mine introduced me to Oakland, there you go with that sweat rag. That's a feature. We went to a holiday concert 6 years ago at the Paramount Theater, and I bet so many of you watching had the same experience I did. You went and saw OIGC at the Paramount and went, oh my gosh, I want to be part of that life. And I was so fortunate that community choir was just launching. It was only a few months old then. And so I went to a workshop, just like the vocal workshop Terrance did this morning, only it was in person in Half Moon Bay. And went to join community choir, and it's been just an absolutely amazing experience. And now who knew 5 years later I would get to be sitting here with all of you, Facebook Live. Terrance, tell me about how community choir came to be.
For years, people that didn't have the schedule ability or, are maybe not, some people are scared to audition. So they wanted to sing with the choir, but there was no avenue for them, if you can't do every Monday night and 34 concerts a year. So
that was me. It's a lot of commitment.
That's a lot. So I've been saying for years to the board, we need another choir that's a little bit more relaxed. And so 6 years ago, we made it happen, and it's been a blessing ever since. I had to meet so many new people and faces and hearts. It's such an awesome thing. I love it.
We really love all the community, and it's really, it's expanded so much. When I first joined, I think we were at 40. And roster this year is over 200. It's really remarkable. And it's such an amazing feeling, even only once a month to rehearse in person, to walk into this room full of joy. I will never forget the very first day I came in, even with 40 people, I had 6 or 7 strangers walk up and say, hi, are you new? And give me a hug and welcome. And it's still that culture. And that's what I just adore about OIGC, is this absolute embracing of diversity and welcoming, and that joy that we share in that unity. It's so wonderful.
If you want to come sing with OICC, do it, because we have 200 choir members and 140 of them are altos. Just teasing altos. I had to get one in. All right.
Gotta get one in.
I guess we have something else coming up for you guys. So check this out.
Hey, beautiful people, this is Aliya Hall. I'm super excited to be a part of this wonderful event by the Terrance Kelly and Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir. I'm so honored and I'm super excited. It's going to be amazing. Just a couple of announcements. I am releasing a single this Monday called Heal, April 27th, and it's going to be available on all digital outlets, so definitely keep a lookout for that one. Also, I would love to get connected with you guys on social media. My Instagram is ALIYA2_Hall, and Facebook is Aliya Hall. And this video that I'm getting ready to share with you guys, we are just going through unsettling and crazy times. And so it's just encouragement to help us remember that God is still on the throne, that he's still in control, and he's going to make all things work together. So thank you again to the Terrance Kelly and Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir, and I cannot wait.
Trying to make it
Wow. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, Aliya's so beautiful, and that voice is something else. We really love having all the amazing talent in Oakland that we get to share in. And boy, Terrance, I've never walked down the sidewalk with you more than 5 steps without you meeting somebody else that you know in Oakland. And I know
Well,
you
that actually started with my parents. My mom was a gospel singer and piano player and a teacher at Laney, and my father was a piano teacher, organ player, bass player, and musician in the area. So I started with them, and then I guess I added on to it. But Aliya comes from a family like that herself. Her grandfather's a wonderful musician. Her dad is the minister of music at Allen Temple Church, and the whole family they play or sing something. Her auntie is one of my good friends and can sing down the wall. So I mean, she just comes from gospel royalty in the Bay Area. So thank you, Aliya, for that. But we're going
so
to
fun when we have those guest artists that we come to for these kind of shows, and we always have our guests that are so wonderful at this spring musical, pre-spring choir concert. Here we're so
that's how my family's so big. She's like a niece to me. So thank you again. And we have something coming up for you from OIGC, which is a way for you to participate whether you sing or not. So
our Oakland Interfaith sustaining members, and here is Aliya Gooding to tell you all about it.
All right. Hello, everybody. As stated, my name is Aliya Gooding, and I represent the chair of the Development Committee of the Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir. It's my esteemed pleasure today to talk with you briefly about our organization. For nearly 35 years now, OIGC has served its mission of inspiring joy and unity through Black gospel music traditions. That does not happen without having a wonderful and supportive community such as yourselves to support this organization and to take us through all that we've gone through over the last almost 35 years. We want to say thank you to you for your generous contributions of both your time and your resources to supporting our organization. And for that, you deserve a hand of praise. Yes, thank you so much. All right. So I want to let you know about 2 ways that you can have the hugest impact on our organization so that we can keep this music thing rolling and keep supporting those people who we support. Here we go. One way is tip jar still. Dang, messed that one up. Okay, so you can contribute by adding to the tip jar. You'll notice that you have an opportunity to go to PayPal me /OIGC. That's paypal.me/OIGC to give any contribution of any amount that you choose. Today, when you give, your gift will be matched. We have a generous donor who gave us a $20,000 match to help us through these virtual and new normal times. And that is why we're coming to you today on this platform virtually. So if you give any amount that you choose to give, any amount that you can afford to give, and any amount that you would like to generously give, you can do that today through paypal.me/OIGC. Also, we want you to give any amount that you can, and that money is going to be matched. Today, your $1 equals 2. Your $20 equals 40. And guess what? Your $100 is $200. Now, we all know that's a lot of money. You can get a lot of, okay, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. Okay, great. We'll keep going. Okay, great. So, just know we have a sustaining membership campaign that's also going. It's called OIGC. I know you want to be OIGC. OIGC.org/OIGC. Oh my gosh, I left out the www. And that's another way that you can give. That's a sustaining membership. And through the end of this year, sustaining memberships are going to be matched as well. So please dig deep in your pockets if you have it to give, and just give $10 a month. That 10 is going to be 20. That 20 is going to be 40, and so on. Any amount that you can give will be helpful. And we thank you again for being here, and we thank you for your time and your generous donations. Thank you for being part of our OIGC family, and please enjoy the rest of the concert. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliya. That was awesome. That was awesome. It was awesome. Ha ha.
awesome. We love working with Nicole. That energy is so infectious, and she does so much really good work for our organization. Nicole is on our board. She's chairing our nominating committee and also does a lot of work with our development, and we just love that energy on our organization. So that's one of the big joys of getting to work with OIGC is spending time with Terrance and Nicolia.
So next up coming, we have my homegirl sister. I love her so much. When Oakland Interfaith was a new choir, she was the first one to extend a loving arm and a come sing with us and come be with us invitation. And there's always been such an open relationship with me and Robin. And so Pete is just family for OIGC. And let us get it straight. They're older than us. Pete is 40 years old. So we thank them for their commitment to music and the Bay Area and their love and their support of OIGC. So 1, 2, 3, peace. Let's go.
Hey everybody, this is Robin J. Williams, founder of Peace Gospel Choir, and I'm praying that everyone is doing great in this time. Hope your families are safe. Please stay safe. That's just my babies in the background. That's all right. But I'm coming to you on behalf of my brother Terrance Kelly and the Oakland Interfaith Community Choir for their virtual spring musical. Woo! And we are going to show you a clip of Peace ministering a wonderful message that I believe speaks to us and what we're going through right now to encourage us, to let us know that God will take care of us. This song is a wonderful Hawkins song, and we just are grateful that God is allowing us to minister these songs to you. So be blessed, be encouraged, and just remember, God will take care of you. Bye-bye.
God will
God will. Yes. We are loving it. Robin is awesome. I remember learning that song with you, Terrance. That song is so infectious and dancing, and boy, do we get taken care of in so many ways here. One of the ways that
we're dancing, man.
We got the dancing, we got the singing. One of the ways we're staying in taking care of one another is by singing together, and we're doing virtual rehearsals. There's no perfect platform, but we're sure trying to make it work on Zoom, and Terrance is figuring it out, and our whole staff has really worked so hard in the last 6 weeks to figure out how to make this work for us so that we can take care of one another, because one of the ways that God takes care of us is by giving us a community. And boy, that's what we really I've been relying on, is my connections with my community and all the amazing people. We also get to take care of ourselves with washing our hands and sheltering in place. And one of the things that—
Want to drink some Clorox?
One of the things we're doing is keeping our mission alive, because while we may be sheltering in our places, our mission is not sheltering in place. Our mission is bringing joy out to the world. Our mission is sharing the love, taking care of one another, spreading the good word.
They already know I'm crazy. My cousin just texted me, boy, you crazy. They already know. We know. All right. So we're just thankful. Thank you, Robin, so much. And thank you, Peace.
Robin, that's such an awesome, we just love that energy. And that's some good music.
So next, there's even more energy coming. My godson, I'm not going to even say the name because he's going to introduce himself, and he's such an awesome person, and we'll talk about him again when we come back. But here we go, and I just love this person so much, and here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dale Anthony here, and look, I am super excited to be here with you. Yes, you, for this year's spring concert. Look, we hope everybody is out there being safe, staying healthy, but also staying encouraged and smiling and having some joy. All right, big shout out to Terrance and Oakland Interfaith for having us for this year's concert. And without further ado, here is Faith Out Loud with Praises Heard. Enjoy.
Clap your hands like this. Now we're gonna go down the list of everything we call on God. And if you're feeling us, I need you to jump up on your feet. Anybody from the DMV in here? Anybody from the DMV? We're gonna rock out like this. Come on, clap your hands. Let's do it, y'all. Turn it down. Just a little bit. Here we go. This is what we call it. Jesus. There's no name that's greater. There's no name that's greater than my Jesus. I got another name for him. This is what we call him. Healer. Heal me from all sickness. Heal me from all sickness and diseases. We gonna go down the list, y'all. I got another one. This is what we call him. Protector. Always on my side. Always on my side. I am protected. Yeah, we got another one for you. This is what we call him. Healer. Wash away my sin. Wash away my sin. I am forgiven. I need y'all to dance with me right here. Come on, we say it. All alone, no in the crowd. Gonna praise you anyhow. Say it loud, they say it loud. Now see, wherever you are, come on, follow me. I can, I will, I shall, what? Make your praises heard. That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. You say, I can, I will, I shall, make your praises loud. That's what I'm about. I will, make your praises heard. That's what you deserve. I will, make your praises loud. That's what I'm about. We call him Jesus. There's no name that's greater than my Jesus. Hey, if you ever been sick in your body, this is what you call him. Healer. Heal me from all sickness. Heal me from all sickness and diseases. Hey, and when you need a protection, this is what you call him. Protector. Always on my side, I am protected. And when you step in your ways, this is what you call it. Forgiver. Make it funky, y'all. Wash away my sin, I am forgiven. to deliver? Yeah, yeah. Is he able to set you free? Yeah, yeah. Is he able to heal your body? Yeah, yeah. Do I have a witness in here? Yeah, yeah. That my God is able? Yeah, yeah. Do I have a witness in here? Yeah, yeah. Now he can do it with you. Let's sing it one more time. Say, I can, I will, I shall, I still, what? Make your praises heard. You should know it by now. That's what you deserve. Get up, I can, I will, I shall, I still, make your praises loud. That's what I'm about. You say, I can, I will, I shall, I still, make your praises heard. That's what you deserve. Make your praises loud. That's what I'm about. Clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Come on. Everybody clap your hands. Stand up on your feet. Hey. If it's been good to you, has it been good to you? Like it been good to me? Do I have a few witnesses that God is able? Let's testify one more time. Hey. My God is awesome. My God is able. My God is righteous. My God is able. Able to do exceedingly. Able to do abundantly. Above all I can think. Above all I can imagine. So lay down wait upon the Lord. He shall renew. He shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings. On wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Everybody say yeah. Say yeah. Do you believe he's able? Do you believe he's a healer? Do you believe he's a deliverer? I need a few witnesses. Lift it up one more time. I will trust in the Lord with all my heart. I will be honest too. My own understanding. But in all our ways, I will lean on him. He will direct my path. Say yeah. Say ooh yeah.
Dancing here. That was some awesome Faith Out Loud. Y'all rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it over?
I can. I will. You know, I gotta say that Nicolia has more energy. There she is again in Faith Out Loud. We are so amazing and lucky to have that kind of energy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And I got to tell you, Terrance, our audience is rolling it in. There's more than 400 people watching. There's been donations already. Y'all are so awesome supporting us like this. We couldn't be any luckier. If you don't already like us on social media and follow, we're on all the social media platforms. Go make sure you follow our page and like us. We're going to be doing as many of these as we can figure out how to manage and keeping our community connected. One of the other things that y'all might think is fun is Terrance and the staff and all the choir members are trying to do happy hour. And folks are welcome to come join us for happy hour. Just stay connected and have a little FaceTime with people that you love. So we're doing that.
I want to pull back just a second and say thank you again to Dale. Man, you set me on fire today. I appreciate that. That's my godson. That's my guy. Wow, just amazing heart, and that just blessed my day. Thank you, Dale and Faith.
That was awesome. Faith Out Loud. Yeah, way to.
I'll be singing. Yeah, all day. All right. We got so many other things coming up, but really, we really want you all to just be encouraged today because so many people are, discouraged and feel like, you know, it's over because you can't go outside, but you sure can put on your gospel music from Dale, from Oakland Interfaith. You can find YouTube videos of Peace or whatever your other favorite choirs are. Universal Gospel Choir, Canada, Arcata Interfaith Gospel Choir, La Ronda Seal, Portland Interfaith Gospel Choir. You can go over to Good Hope in Copenhagen. You can find the Cathedral Crooners online and from Kenya. So find you some good gospel choir and keep dancing. Turn it on when you're vacuuming, while you're washing your dishes, and go out in your backyard since it's warm in California today and do some Faith Out Loud aerobics. All right, I'm sorry. All right, Maren, you got a couple more announcements for us, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting our gospel choir ready to sing for y'all, and I want y'all to be adding your questions to the Q&A after we hear from Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir. We're gonna have some time for everybody to ask questions of Terrance, and I'm really excited to stay connected with you. We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be great. So be sure to like and follow us and comment down in the chat box. Make sure that you get your questions in now, so we're ready to answer them. And Terrance, why don't you bring it in with Oakland Interfaith Gospel?
I'm still going, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. All right, OIGC, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I will sing unto the Lord. A new song. Hallelujah. Sing praise. I will clap my hands. Praise him all day long. Hallelujah. I will lift the Savior up. For all men to see. Hallelujah. For there's no other place. Time. What part do I really sing? I'm a bass. All right, basses, where are you? All right, basses and baritones. Here we go. Basses. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right, now, all right. Now that you all have your parts, choir rehearsal is Monday night at 7. All right, sopranos will start it off and we'll keep going. Here we go. Sopranos, kick. Keep going. Altos, come in. King of kings.
got everybody dancing. Wiping it down. There we go.
Everybody dance. Everybody.
Woo! Yeah. We got everybody dancing up here.
Thank you so much for coming today. And I want to say thank you to our band because we couldn't get stuff done without our band. Let's start with our youth choir band, which is Sid Smith, Lamar Green, Miles Lathan, and Louis Burrell. And then the gospel choir band is David Beloved, Miles Lathan, Tina Bryant, and Louis Burrell. So thank you guys so much for always being there for us. You are the wind beneath our wings. So thank you. I know I'm full of corn today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Love it. And we want to give a big shout out to Jay and to Paul Daniels too. You saw Jay banging that tambo there.
That was next. I wanted to say just thank you to our assistant directors, Jay Phoenix, who also plays tambourine with our band, and our assistant director for all the choirs is Paul Daniels, and we want to thank him. We want to thank all our section leaders. We want to thank our choir correlators, which are Ashley Moore and June.
Pangolinin.
Thank you, Pangolinin. I can't say it well. And we also have our staff, Issa, who worked so hard to make it possible for us to be here today. Issa Chu and Storm Lee. We want to thank Bridget Boyle for coming in and helping. We want to thank our board president, Mike Gooding, and everybody that did anything to help us be here today, because we needed to see you and we wanted to be with you today. And thank you for tuning in so much. Thank you, Maren, for inexhaustive hours of just being here for the choir and making sure that we stay connected.
We're making it happen. That's right. We've got an amazing team. I feel so fortunate to work with everybody, and people love seeing Terrance, and I get to spend 2-3 hours a day on Zoom meetings with him. So we're having a lot of fun. We're on our office is on Microsoft Teams, so we're doing staff meeting check-ins a couple days a week. And boy, am I so fortunate to have the team that we have. We've been able to call together volunteers. We created a tech task force less than a month ago to figure out how to make this happen and explore all the different platforms. And it is no easy thing to shift gears from being a face-to-face organization to being a virtual one. And I just want to applaud our staff and our volunteers and everybody involved who dove in and made this work so that we could be with you all and we could continue to stay connected together with us. So I know that there's going to be some questions. Terrance, you up for some questions? So I'm going to look for Issa to give me a couple of questions, but in the meanwhile, I'm going to just remind you all to sign up for newsletters on our website. You can go to oigc.org/donate. And there's a bunch of ways to give. You could donate a car if you have one in your driveway you're clearing out. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff over the next couple of weeks. Come join us for happy hour. Come join us for workshops. We're trying to put together some really fun, engaging online content. Terrance has this vision of gospel yoga even. I mean, we're going to pull out all the stops and try to make some real fun things happen to keep connected with our community as long as it takes to shelter in place and stay healthy and stay connected and stay together. So
and if you enjoyed the class today, let us know so we'll do it again. If you didn't, then maybe we won't, but let us know if you did.
Yeah, I know we had so many people from all over the world. It was almost 175 folks, Terrance. It was really fun. Wow. And you did such a good job calling on people. I was so impressed. And nobody said, no, I won't go off mute and sing for strangers. It was really great. It was a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
You got a question?
I'm looking. I'm waiting for one for Issa. Here's one. How long have you had your youth choir?
Off and on for 20 years. It started and then it kind of had to go away for a minute, but we figured out how to make it stay. So we've had a youth choir now for 20 years.
20 years. It's a long time. How many singers do we have right now?
In which choir?
In youth choir.
In youth choir, 25.
And I think we're getting on to the end of our season. We've got a couple of seniors graduating. Don't we have some folks going off to colleges? We've got a bunch of colleges.
Seniors leaving. We have 3 seniors leaving, going off to college, and we'll be auditioning new youth between the age of 11 and a half and 17 coming up after we're off quarantine. And we have students right now in the three big H's: Hampton, Howard, and Harvard. We have students at all three of those schools. We have students at that somebody just graduated from Albany. We have Polytech. We have Skidmore. We have Santa Cruz State University. We have our youth graduate and go on to do great things. So kudos to them. And we like to think we might have had a little bit to do with it.
Absolutely. And you are so committed to supporting youth. I know I've seen you probably write a dozen letters of recommendation, try to support our high school students getting into college. And then after they graduate, we bring them back. We had a couple of folks come join that were youth choir alumni, came on tour with you to Costa Rica. And we try to keep that going. And I love the way that you are bringing up the next generation of musicians and creating that amazing succession of gospel artistry.
I like to think that it might be working a little bit. Kevin, who is online today, used to be in the youth choir, and he's now the minister of music at True Vine Ministries, where I used to be minister of music. And he's also a Harvard graduate. So, you know, my kids are fabulous.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. You know, one of the fun things about our kids and our choir is how diverse they are. One of the questions here is, you know, we talk about being interfaith. How many faiths are in our interfaith choir?
Well, at last take, it was 13.
13. Can you tell us what some of them are?
Oh, please no. Let's see. Christian, agnostic, Wiccan, spiritual, Buddhist, Muslim, baseball.
Baseball. I love it. Yeah, all of the above. I really love that. That's really fun.
Yeah, so anybody of any faith can be a part of us. All you have to be able to do is agree to disagree. Because there's we have so many more commonalities than we do differences, that if we can just set our differences aside for just a little while, we can do magnificent, wonderful, and awesome things, huh?
That's right, absolutely. I'm getting another question about One Voice, and I wanted to have you tell us a little bit about One Voice, and then I've got some really cool, exciting news to share.
Oh, I like really cool and exciting news. One Voice is the documentary journey of the Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir. It tells our story, you know, and it gives you a little insight of what it means to be a choir member within the gospel choir, and also gives you, let's see, a journey of about 3 years traveling with the choir. You should check it out, find out ways to see it.
And here is one. Our very cool, exciting news is we have had the really wonderful opportunity to partner with Truly California on KQED, and One Voice will begin being screened. We have a multi-year relationship with them, and we're going to be on Truly California. It'll be available for lots of different purposes starting on May 8th. And I'm really excited that we're going to be putting some information together and sharing it out to you. So be sure you sign up for our newsletter so that you get the announcements. We're going to host an online watch party. We'll be doing that just kind of in a similar way to what we're doing here on Facebook Live with this streaming video. We're going to be sharing that Truly California link and watching it together. We might even host a Zoom room like we do with our happy hour. We're going to find the best way to share and watch live on KQED on May 8th to see One Voice, the story of the Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir together. And it's going to be so much fun. So that's a really, really fun upcoming activity, and then another way you can stay connected with us.
Yeah, stay connected. We're trying to do great things and trying to be connected in the community, even when we are to stay at home. That doesn't mean we can't be together, huh?
That's right. That's right. Together in spirit and in music and in joy. Here's another question. How many people in total have been in OIGC, do you think? And maybe how many years? Like how the main choir, we just talked about the youth choir, but how about overall? How many alumni do you think we have out there?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe 500.
That's a big number.
Yeah, maybe 500. You know, our very first member has passed away, but we still have an original member in the choir, and we anybody that joined in like the first 18 months, we give them what we call what status is it? Starter status. I forget what the word is. Yeah. So, but we have Jim Hooper, who's been in the choir the whole time, and Lynn Gerowitz, who's been in the choir the whole time. Then some people have been close. Leola, Tessa, Dan,
Carl.
have all been in the choir for a long time. So we've been together. At this point, some of us, the majority of our lives. Oh,
that's so exciting.
35 years. Wow. It's great though.
What an amazing community you've built, Terrance, in that time.
We've raised our kids together. Mary Ford and I, DeMarcus and Dan. They really thought they were blood cousins for a really long time.
That's so great.
That's so cool. We're having lots of good things to come up. So please stay connected. We're starting OIGC next year. Talk about that a little, Maren.
Yeah, one of the fun things that's coming down the pike, we've been talking about, the success with our youth choir, and so many people in our community choir have young children, and they've all been wanting to sing too. And it's so cute to see these little kids in the back row at community choir rehearsal. Their moms and dads are singing in the pews, following Terrance and laughing and having a good time. And the little kids are sitting in the back of the room, dancing along and singing. And they know all the words, and like 6, 7, 8-year-old kids, and they're following. They know all the words. They're singing. And Isa, who's on our team, has had this vision of bringing kids choir to the fore. And so we've come up with a really fun way to do that, and we're going to start that over the next fiscal year. We're really excited to have Oakland Interfaith Kids Choir join our family of choirs as we continue to grow and expand.
I've gotten 2 messages today. When is Terrance going to make a cookbook? So maybe I'll have to do that, but I don't know if I have enough recipes, because a lot of the stuff I cook just comes to my brain. So I'll have to see about making a cookbook. Maybe we'll make an OIGC cookbook and add some of the recipes of the choir. Then we have a community of over 300 to pull from.
Yeah. Here's another question. The big old comment, yes to more vocal classes. I think people really liked your workshop this morning, Terrance. So I think you better sign yourself up for a couple more Saturday mornings of doing voice lessons online.
That'll work for me. Maybe we can have somebody commit to do gospel yoga for us before the voice lesson, so the bodies can be warm.
Bodies all stretched and ready. I love it.
Yoga going. I can, I shall, I will. Make your praises heard. Okay.
Let your voice be heard.
Yep.
So the next question on here is not surprising, since we purposely did this time for our international friends. When is the next International Gospel Music Festival? And we'll have to figure out whether we want to do one of those. Maybe we can do it in this virtual space over the next couple of months while we're all trying to stay connected with one another.
The next one will probably be virtual, because people probably won't feel safe to travel for another year. So we can plan it out, maybe 2022.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Maybe we can have it in Kenya or Copenhagen or Gap. Woo!
Yeah, we've got some questions about how many people do we think we've had in OICC? And then also about, is there going to be any other tours that we can think of? And I think at this point, we're not going to be planning a lot of physical tours in the next 6 to 12 months. We're going to focus on staying healthy and sheltering and keeping our health the focus and the priority. And it's going to give us a lot of really good time to get some structural stuff done. There's some important behind the scenes things that need to be done in any organization, and ours is no exception. We're doing some implementation of new software and getting technology in position so that we can do more of these and have our database in position to do more outreach and help more of you know when we're going to do things. When is the next concert is the next question. And
we're probably going to do let's see, there've been about 5 billion people in the community choir over the last 6 years, maybe 1,000. Also, I would like to maybe take the community choir up to Humboldt County in the next 2 years. Take them back up to Arcata and have a big concert up there with our Arcata family. Maybe we can even invite Portland down and make it Northwest kind of thing, you know.
That'd be
So
so fun.
we'll be looking into that because we love Arcata and we want to give them all our support and hold them up with the fire.
That's right. And we've talked about doing something down in LA too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we want to start LIGC. So we're gonna talk about that too, and all of that's probably in the next 18 months to 24 months. So let's look forward to stuff. But maybe we can put together international conference on Zoom in the next 5 to 6 months. So you guys keep your ears and eyes open, but really look for the workshops, because if we had fun today, I did, we can do them more regularly and get something going with people working on their voices. We're almost out of time, but wanted to say thank you again, everybody. Oh wow, I had such a great time. Thank you, Maren. All of our
this was so much fun.
Our guest artists, thank you so much for lending your service.
Terrance, I've got a special request, and I wonder if you'll do this as our ending here. There's lots of questions. When can you come to Argentina? When can you come to Kenya? When are you coming to visit? I know you're going to have a very heavy travel schedule as soon as we're back to traveling. So you've got lots of invitations from the Facebook chat feed. But here's a really special one that I'd love to invite you to sing us out. Can Terrance sing for us on our as we close?
Sure, why not?
Thanks, everybody.
I'm going to sing a song that really, this song helped me make up my mind to actually take voice lessons. It was sung to us by the fabulous, great, wonderful, my shero, Henrietta Davis. And well, I should mention her name because now I'm singing in the same air as her. So thank you so much. I love Henrietta, and thank you guys. Come back and see us as soon as possible. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows like Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Oh, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows like Jesus. Oh, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Oh, yes, Lord. Sometimes I'm level to the ground. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Lord. If you get there before I do, oh, yes, Lord, tell all my friends I'm coming too. Oh, yes, oh, yes, Lord, oh, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. glory, hallelujah.